All right, I think it's safe to talk about the Suicide Squad game now. Now that it's been out for the better part of the day, it's got a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people were hesitant to buy this game, hesitant about buying the early access version of this, and worried about the direction Rocksteady was going to take it. And we're starting to see some reviews come in, but again, it's pretty early. It's only about 9:30 on the West Coast here, so we're not getting Metacritic or any updates yet as far as the actual player reviews. Google does have some, and we'll go through those in a minute. But the game started off definitely on the wrong foot. The game got released, people started playing it, and I think about an hour in, they had a ton of people who were getting a message, it was a glitch that they had full story completion after logging on for the first time. So imagine you have this game that you've probably been anticipating for a while, you're hoping it's going to be good, you're hoping it's worth the money you spent, you log in and it tells you, you've completed all the main story missions. And you're sitting there with this look on your face like, what the hell's going on? So they had to pull the game offline and fix the issue. God knows what actually caused it. But, not a great way to start. This is after we've seen the leaks that happened last year, back in December, where they revealed that Poison Ivy would be coming back as a essentially middle schooler who Harley Quinn said some less than age-appropriate things due to the fact that they shipped them a while ago and decided to make them have a relationship because that's just great for LGBT representation in this game, apparently, and in the comics. And now you're starting to see other things pop up, like as heel versus babyface here shared on Twitter, that they have a "We Welcome All Heroes" banner with the trans intersectional pride flag here, which is just, of course, wonderful and inclusive. We've already seen the leak of the final scene, and this is, I think, what upset a lot of people, where they completely disrespect Batman by the way they kill him off. And again, there are a lot of people who say, well, the game's called Kill the Justice League, what were you expecting? And I think it's a fair point that Mr. Bug makes here. Shares a screenshot of somebody else's tweet. He says, to make it abundantly clear, and then the tweet he has a screenshot of says, before some stupid effer goes, it's Kill the Justice League. You can still kill a character and it can be tasteful and feel wrong and respectful. This is none of that. And I think that's a very fair point to make. Because in all honesty, it's the fact that there is just this lack of respect for the characters, for what came before. It's not done in a respectful way. It's just done, in my opinion, to humiliate the actual established characters. So, that being said, a lot of people have pointed out things like this. A screenshot from in the game here. Check it out, 5555 on Twitter says, casual assault in Suicide Squad. Deadshot's frozen in place and tells Harley not to touch him, but she'll get frozen too, so she grabs his butt with both hands. Basically, it's okay for a woman to sexually assault a guy who can't resist, but it's not okay for a guy to do this. You know that they would never let this happen in this game. Then we have this scene that also leaked today from Mr. Bug. I'm going to mute it just in case. But basically, the shark dude here is like, we have to pay our respects. We killed the Flash. And this dude walks up and whips his giant willy out. And of course, they're all stunned at how big it is. And he just takes a leak all over the Flash, right? That's just what we're dealing with here. So, like I said, Metacritic does not have reviews out yet. We're not seeing anything on any other site either. I have seen some on Google that are starting to accumulate here. In general, the ones are larger than the 5. So there's 52 ratings so far. Let me refresh and see if there's any new ones that have come in. No, it's just 52. And again, this is Google. This is not where people go to review things. But it is one way I have of looking at some criticisms of the game. And so what you'll see here, the 4s typically are like, it's not too bad. They did Batman dirty. Gameplay was fun. A lot of the same thing. Not happy with how they treated Batman, but overall they like the game. Then the ones that I have a real issue with it have the 1 stars saying, why would you think it's a good idea to kill the Justice League? I thought you were going to find a cure. Now I don't know what you're going to do. And these are people who have played the whole Arkham series and they want to see their heroes in these series. Guy spent $165 for early access and now feels like he got gypped, right? A lot of the same thing with the 1 stars. Story was not really what I hoped for. Gameplay gets stale after a couple hours. Now, that's my beef with a lot of superhero games. I'm not a big fan of the superhero genre in gaming. I think it gets really stale and repetitive after a while. That's just me, personally. I know a lot of people don't feel that way. Straight up disrespectful to the Batman Arkham series and how the divided squad kills him compared to a game Like Arkham Origins, he solos his entire rogue gallery. I'm sorry, some of these people are really hard to read. There's like no punctuation in here at all. Better than expected, 3 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So far, this game's really good. So that guy didn't actually finish the game yet, which is fine. You don't have to finish a game to even leave a review. That's just, I think it's good to play 5, 6, 7 hours before you do that. I don't like this game, and it's going to turn the Arkhamverse into a criminal's paradise. So basically, I think a lot of the reviews are split between people who have genuine criticism of the game and people who, for some reason, bought the game thinking it was going to be one thing when it clearly is you playing the bad guys. I do think there is some room for criticism that people expected that they were going to figure out a way to save the heroes so they could continue on in the Arkhamverse rather than just kill them off and replace them. That, I think, is a fair criticism to have. But remember, this entire thing comes back to who is involved in this game. This company, Sweet Baby Inc., who is involved with Xbox games, Rocksteady, a whole bunch of these developers, where they're all about representation and diversity and inclusion, basically the entire ESG, DEI agenda. So don't expect them to do anything that you would want in a game, okay? If you are a traditional gamer and you want things to stay the way that they've been or stay the same, or at least not interject so much politics and crazy crap into your games that you can't enjoy them, avoid all of these studios that have partnered with Sweet Baby Inc., because it's not going to get any better, okay? So I'm curious to see what the overall reviews are going to be for this game. I think it's going to end up being negative across the board, probably 2 out of 5 for most sites. But let me know your thoughts down below, especially if you played this game. Let me know what you thought of it, and I'll see you guys later. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. We do have 2 channels, one for daily uploads, the other one for more of my live streams and hot takes. Links to both are down below, as well as the ability to join as a channel member for as little as $3 a month, and that'll greatly help us out. Much appreciated. We also have links to our Etsy accounts down below, as well as our website. We also have Locals and Subscribestar. If you didn't want to support us on YouTube, you can support us through those. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you on the next one.